Hey, what is going on, guys? How are you guys doing today? It is me, Quinkun, and welcome back to another episode of my Atletico Madrid career mode series. And in today's episode, we're going to start things off facing Sporting in the Champions League. And we are in first place with 6 points, and Sporting is in last place with 4 points. As you guys can see, it's a very tight group, and you know, we don't have a secure place. We need to win in today's game versus Sporting. But if you guys could leave a like and a comment down below, that would be greatly appreciated. Now, I did make some changes to our squad. We put Oblak in goal, we put Jesus Gomez as a right back, and we put Fernando in for Gabi, Torres on the left instead of Duran, and we put Jimenez in for Mandzukic. Now we start things off in the 16th minute. Jimenez to Koke to Fernando, and Fernando with a very good chance there. Now we move on to the 32nd minute. Koke with a good pass to Griezmann. Griezmann with the Berba spin. There's a shot. Great save from Rui Patricio. And before the game ended, Sporting with the last chance. Frei Montero with the shot. Nani there for the rebound. Oblak tried his best, but the rebound was there, and Nani scored to make it 1-0. And I hate going into the second half losing 1-0. But here we go with Alexander to Raul Jimenez. Jimenez with a beautiful chip to Oliver Torres. In the 46th minute, we score to tie the game 1-1. And thank God Oliver Torres scored. We made things 1-1. But in the 68th minute, we had to make some substitutions. We took out Miranda and Alexander. We put in Congolo and Ansaldi. But Frei Montero for a chance here. He shoots it, and it just goes wide. I had to make another substitution. We took out Koke, and we put in Raul Garcia, who I think needed to be in the game. So Garcia opens it wide to Griezmann. Griezmann with a Ronaldo chop, and we had to sweat it in. Raul Jimenez scores in the 90th minute to make it 2-1, and we win today's game versus Sporting Lisbon at their home, and we maintain our spot as group leaders of our Champions League group. Thank God that Raul Jimenez sweated that goal in, and we won the game 2-1. We get the 3 points, and we're going to have a game in La Liga versus Deportivo La Coruña. I was going to sim this match, and I didn't make any changes to my starting 11. I put my best starting 11 versus Deportivo, and we did win the game 4-1. Yes, we won 4-1. We completely smacked them, and the people that scored were Alexandro, Griezmann with 2 goals, and Duran scored another goal. Now we're going to have a game in the midweek versus Sevilla, and I did put my second string to face this squad, and my second string is made up of young players and some experienced players, so this will let me see how this squad fits against a good side. And we did draw the game 0-0. Congolo does get injured, but he is going to be out for a week, so it's not that bad. He will be back within a week. So we draw the first leg versus Sevilla, and this is how we're looking in the league table now. We are in second place. We used to be in first place. Barcelona have 1 more point than us, and they have 1 more game played than us. So if we do win our next game, we will be 2 points clear, and we will be the league leaders of La Liga. So that is always good to see. Hopefully we don't mess up, and hopefully we win our next game. And yes, our goal difference is getting higher. We have a 17 goal difference, and we're getting closer and closer to Barcelona. But Real Madrid have less of a goal difference than us, which is very weird because they have such a great squad. But we're going to get into the last game of the Champions League group stage, and this was going to be a very important game because Bayern Leverkusen really wanted to get into the knockout stages, and the only way they were going to get in is if Roma lost their game and if they won today's game versus us. But Bayern Leverkusen are always a great side to face, and I did make a mistake. I put a very inexperienced squad in front of them. I put Jan Oblak in goal, I put Jimenez in instead of Diego Godin, and I put Ansaldi in instead of Alexandro. I made a bunch of changes. I also put Fernando in for Verratti and Torres in for Antoine Griezmann, and this was really gonna screw things up because they scored in the 20th minute with Son to make it 1-0, and Jan Oblak was just left standing. I don't know what was going on. We tried defending, and Jan Oblak with the late reactions, we go down 1-0. But in the 31st minute, Reynards with the pass to Kiesling, and Kiesling does score the goal. We're down 2-0. And Bayern Leverkusen were getting their revenge. They wanted to keep on going in the Champions League, and it does not stop there. In the 36th minute, we do react here with Miranda coming up. A pass to Mandzukic. Mandzukic, I don't know how the hell he did that, but he does score the goal to make it 2-1, and we're getting closer to Bayern Leverkusen. And Mandzukic makes it 2-1. A beautiful goal from Mandzukic, and Roma were winning their game 1-0. So far we were staying in the Champions League, and thank God that Roma was winning, because if we lost, things were going to get very, very complicated for us. And then we went into the second half. Kiesling on the wing. Jimenez can't keep the mark on him. He centers it in, and Kruse is there to make it 3-1. We're getting completely smacked right now by Bayern Leverkusen, and it was time to make some substitutions. We put in Godin, Griezmann, and Verratti, and it was time to take out all the useless garbage and young players that we put in the team. We do get a last opportunity with Antoine Griezmann in the 86th minute. A great free kick, but that is all she wrote, and we lost the game versus Bayern Leverkusen in the Champions League. And this was a bittersweet victory for them, because they are left out of the Champions League knockout stage. We stay by a slim chance, and we are in second place with 9 points, and Roma are group leaders with 10 points. This was the hardest group stage that I was ever in. Roma were very good. Bayern Leverkusen deserved to be in the second place spot, but we did get the results. And something that I didn't tell you guys is that Bayern Leverkusen are the first squad to beat us in this career mode. Yes, they were the first squad to beat us, and that ends our undefeated streak, and now we lost our first game. But let's see which other squads made it into the knockout stages of the Champions League. So for Group A, the two teams that did go through were AS Monaco and Real Madrid. AS Monaco are in first place with 12 points, and Real Madrid got the second place spot with 10 points. So AS Monaco and Real Madrid are the two teams that made it through for Group A. For Group B, the two teams that went through were FC Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona got 15 points and Borussia Dortmund got 10 points. For Group C, Bayern won all of their games and they topped off Group C. Juventus coming into second with only 8 points. Now Chelsea won their group also, and they won all their games too, and PSG got second place. Arsenal and Feyenoord are the two teams going in for Group E, and Shakhtar were in second place, but somehow Feyenoord got through. Benfica and Liverpool are the two teams that went through, and Liverpool should have really topped off that group. Manchester City and Atletico Bilbao will go through for Group H. And let's see the teams that will be facing each other in the round of 16. Manchester City versus Dortmund. That will be a very good game. I think that City is going to win. Chelsea versus Juventus. I'll give it to Chelsea because they have more experience in the Champions League, and Juventus, they're not that good in the Champions League. Bayern against PSG. I will have to give that one to Bayern. And AS Monaco, Atletico Bilbao, I'll have to give that one to Monaco. Barcelona versus Feyenoord, that one's easy. Barcelona's going to go through. And the next one's going to be us versus Arsenal. Jesus Christ, that's going to be such an insane game. Hopefully we go through, but we will have to wait for that in the next episode. Roma, Liverpool, I think that Liverpool will go through. And Real Madrid, Benfica, Real Madrid will go through to the quarterfinals. But this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and have a nice day. I'm Quinkun, and I'll see you guys next time. If you guys made it to the end of this video, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Quinkun. If you want to ask me some questions, go ahead and follow me, and I will reply to you as fast as possible. Also, if you're new, subscribe. I take out quality FIFA 15 content, and if you missed the previous video, I will leave an annotation to that on the screen. Go ahead and do that right now.